Welcome one and all back to my YouTube channel. I am Nexus What-Ifs, and today I bring you What If Naruto had Isobu and Kurama part... This is actually part 6. Last time it was part 5. I said it was part 6 because I didn't know. This is actually part 6. But yeah, I'm recording this on Thursday. I'm trying to upload this before it hits 12. It's 10:31, so let's get on into it. What if Naruto had Isobu and Kurama? Chapter 8, Battle of the Beast. That was a weak burp. Wait. Slightly better, but excuse me, Chapter 8, Battle of the Beast. The invasion of the leaf begins, and Naruto doesn't have to be awakened because when the Genjutsu was being put onto him, he instantly broke out of it because of both Isobu and Kurama. Naruto got to work instantly and made 500 clones to spread throughout the village and help out everybody that needed it. The original Naruto quickly scanned the foggy arena to see where Sasuke and Gaara had gone. He then senses something and whips his head around and sees 3 figures jumping out of the arena and another figure following them. He assumed that it was them and proceeded to follow them as well. A little while later, Kankuro stopped at a tree branch as he let Temari and Gaara get farther. Sasuke had stopped in front of him, and the two just stared each other down. But as Sasuke was about to engage, Naruto appeared next to him. "What are you doing here? What are you doing here?" Sasuke asked with a bit of annoyance. "I'm here to stop a potential repeat of what happened 14 years ago," Naruto responded with a serious tone. "I thought you could use some help against these guys, but knowing you probably want to go after Gaara, right?" Naruto asks. Sasuke nodded with a smirk. "Okay then, I'll take care of this guy. I'm counting on you, Sasuke. I'll follow your chakra signature in 5 minutes, so all you need to do is not die for 5 minutes. Can you do that?" Naruto asks just as seriously as Kakashi. "Not die? By the time you get to me, he'll already be glass," Sasuke said with confidence as he jumped away from the tree. Kankuro motions to stop him, but Naruto blitzes him and kicks him in the jaw, knocking him down to the ground from about 10 feet high. When Kankuro hits the ground, his arm seems to break off and is then shot towards Naruto with a big poison tip protruding out of his hand, with poison scent bomb coming out of the sides as well. Naruto then raises his hand and Kurama's chakra then covers his hand. All the poison then goes into the chakra. Naruto then blitzes over to where Kankuro actually is because he can sense him and slams the chakra hand into him, hitting him with his very own poison, weapons, and the brute force of the hit itself. This knocks Kankuro out and makes him receive a lot of poison. Naruto then waits for another 4 minutes and 50 seconds before going out to where Sasuke was. Yes, it took Naruto 10 seconds to deal with Kankuro. "Please, please, please tell me you've done something useful, you annoying fuck," Naruto thinks. When he gets there, he sees about what he expected, but worse. He sees Temari cowering behind a tree, Sasuke with the curse mark flaring, about to pass out, and partially transformed Gaara, going to kill Sakura. He genuinely considers letting Gaara do it, but Isobu yells at him not to, so he summons some coral reefs to block his attack and protect Sakura. As Gaara then looks over to Naruto, he appears in front of her and slams a tailed beast Rasengan in his guts. This sends him flying hundreds of feet away. Gaara is being hit by trees again and again, and as soon as he lands on his feet, he sees a three-tailed Jinchuriki cloaked Naruto in front of him. The tails then wrap around Gaara's body and he's thrown in the air. Naruto then charges up a tailed beast bomb and fires it off at him. This nearly kills Gaara, and it doesn't only because of Sukaku's healing. Side note, if all tailed beasts don't heal up their Jinchuriki in the original, in this story they do. So yeah. As Gaara falls out of the sky, unconscious, a giant cloud of smoke appears and Sukaku is unleashed. "Yahoo! Oh damn, does it feel good to be out again, huh? I'm gonna go wild!" Sukaku exclaims. He then looks down at Naruto and says, "And would you look at that? I get to take my revenge on you, eh, Kurama? How father must be blessing me today." Naruto then makes two Sato clones. Clone 1 reverts back to his base state and then goes KCM. Clone 2 is bubbling with dark chakra around him. A little while later, like a couple seconds later, Clone 1 then goes to his Kurama avatar as the original Naruto gives Kurama control of Clone 1. Clone 2 then explodes with dark chakra and Isobu comes out as well. Now the one-tailed beast Sukaku, the three-tailed beast Isobu, and the nine-tailed beast Kurama are all staring each other down. The shinobi that could see the titanic beast in the distance all suddenly get filled with fear. The Leaf Ninja that had witnessed this 14 years ago remain unafraid and are able to beat the already losing Sound and Sand Ninja even worse. We now go to the Clash of the Titans. Still yelling to compensate for the fact you only have one tail, I see, Kurama says cackling. Why you, Isobu, how could you ever handle this guy? Sukaku asks enraged. Well, I've always had a much calmer temper than you, and I can actually handle some of his attacks because of myself, so he tends to lay off me. Isobu calmly responds. Sukaku takes offense to this, even though that wasn't Isobu's intent, and jumps up and uses wind-style air bullets. Isobu uses water-style undersea spume to pierce through all of Sukaku's bullets and hits him dead on, causing him to fall to the ground just as quickly as he went to the air. Kurama then uses the scattered wind from the air bullets to use his own Winjutsu, wind-style piercing cyclone twister, which captures Sukaku in it, cutting him up constantly. Kurama then uses fire-style hellfire burst onto the twisters, increasing the flame, piercing effects, and just raw force of the impact onto Sukaku. This turns parts of Sukaku into glass because of the extensive heat. He is far too slow to properly react to any of the attacks, which is completely unlike Isobu, who then appears in front of him, spinning his body and with his sharp edges and the flaming wind increasing his speed and damage. This blew Sukaku back in the air quite a bit and turned his whole stomach into glass. Sukaku then charges up a tailed beast bomb and fires it off at the two, hoping to get some damage off in the surrounding area. Isobu and Kurama then charge up their own full-powered tailed beast bomb in perfect synchronization. This is more than enough to overpower Sukaku's, and he gets blown up. A gargantuan cloud of smoke is then unleashed as an unconscious Gaara falls toward the ground. Kurama and Isobu then puff into smoke. The original Naruto was watching the battle amongst beasts on top of a twister. Naruto then has the twister go towards the falling Gaara and saves him in time. He slowly ends the twister for about 2 seconds before he just cancels it completely, having Gaara break his back on the ground and waking him up. So, are you still insane, or did you get some sense being into you? Naruto asks. Gaara doesn't respond. You know, if you were to stop for a second and look around you, you'd realize you don't have to live for killing. You have a sister and a brother that love you. They only fear you because you've given them no choice but to fear you. You can't treat the only people that care about you like that. You have to learn how to love the people around you, because if you don't, you'll always be alone in this world. Trust me, I'd know that. In fact, Naruto pauses as he thinks of Anko, growing a small smile and a blush on his face. If it weren't for a certain person in my life, I could have been just like you, probably worse since I have Kurama. But I found a person that loved me and that I loved and accepted them. All you have to do is accept them and be grateful that they're in your life. Naruto enters speech. A still surprised Tamari and recovering Conqueror then arrive at the scene. Naruto just waves them off as he walks away and says, "Make sure he gets some good sleep when he gets home." He then jumps away as Tamari and Conqueror pick up Gaara and start fleeing toward the village. Gaara, fully taking in Naruto's words, says 8 simple words, but 8 meaningful words. Tamari, Conqueror, I'm sorry. Thank you for everything. End of chapter 8. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you made it all the way to the video, thank you. I appreciate that. If you liked the video, tell me how much you liked the video by hitting that like button. And if you liked it so much you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I haven't said that within like any of my like 15 videos. 15, like 10 videos at max. But hey, never too late to start, am I right? But yeah, no, there's nothing else to say. Hope you enjoyed it. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful night. Nexus out.